Oh, I forgot. So I started taking writing classes. After I wrote the book, I started taking creative writing classes. I started taking like storytelling classes. Like I started doing all of that after I wrote the book. So me being able to write, like I really just was like doing it off of the information and the knowledge that I had at that time. But now I got, you know, a lot more training. So yeah, that was that. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I appreciate everybody being here today. Today's not gonna be a very long one, but hopefully you're able to get something out of it. I want to thank everybody who is here now, who's on the call, and also those of you all who are watching this at a later date. Appreciate you all being here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quick. So Friday night, I know y'all could be out anywhere else, but you are here. So I appreciate that. Not at that minimum. So y'all can see my screen. All right, so I want to welcome everybody to Setting Your Intentions, the Setting Your Intentions seminar. This is session 20. We've been going 20 days in a row, gentlemen, almost 3 weeks straight, session 20. So I want to thank everybody for being here at this Setting Your Intentions session number 20. I am Virgil Johnson, hosting and moderating this. I'm an author, public speaker, consultant, husband, father. I have 2 works on Amazon. You all know it. Making Your Enemy Your Footstool, How to Use the American System to Your Benefit as a Black individual in America, and the Garden Bed of Life Journal. Both of those works are on Amazon right now. You can go and purchase them. Infrastructure of a Man, who are we? We are an organization and consultant business that works with men to help them overcome mental blocks and stuck points. We also help men restructure their ideas as well as help them create new ideas. We work together to form a support system where men can go to be understood, supported, as well as have an accountability group that will encourage one another to achieve the goals that they have set forth for their lives. Our aim is to ensure that real men prevail. So that's what we've been working here doing every day, gentlemen. Appreciate you all being a part of this. I want to start off with our reading, Letters to a Young Brother by Hill Harper. I'm going to start off with the reading, and then we're going to go for it. Like I said, what we're going to be going over today isn't going to be long. It isn't going to be anything intense, but I just want to show you all something, help you with something real quick. So I'm going to get into the book. Yesterday we were reading letter 11. Very powerful letter, just about dreaming big and then doing what it takes to live your dream and making the right decisions and just thinking about your future. So it was a great letter that he wrote. Now we're getting into letter 12. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start letter 12. Give me 1 second here. All right, letter 12. It is entitled Living with Passion. I am having the ride of my life right now. I wish I could take what I'm feeling right now and put it in the water system, and we would love each other a whole lot more. Jamie Foxx. That's a quote by Jamie Foxx. Dear young brother, I'm here in Mexico and I'm about to go on a sightseeing tour to see the ancient Aztec city of Teotihuacan. It is the 3rd largest pyramid in the world. I've heard so many stories about what a brilliant culture the Native Americans created. It's fascinating to see and learn about it firsthand. I wish I could speak Spanish. I think learning that language is going to be on my to-do list next. Do you speak any other languages besides English? I want to learn as many languages as I can. That's one of my passions. It's amazing to me what this brilliant culture was able to create without the help of machines or electricity or any of the modern things we use to build things today. We can learn so much from looking back on the past, and that goes for all areas of our lives. For me, I'm a better at it because I always study the greats who have come before me, the Denzel Washingtons, Marlon Brandos, Meryl Streeps, Michael Peñas, and Morgan Freemans. I found out that all people who have ever achieved their dreams have one thing in common. They have passion. Neil Armstrong is passionate about space travel. Denzel is passionate about acting. And me, I am passionate about you finding your passion. Just like I wrote about in my last letter about your dreams, most of us are afraid even to ask ourselves what we are passionate about. But for real, what makes you smile? What makes your heart beat faster? What makes you excited? I'm not talking about the hot girl that works at the mall. I'm talking about a different type of excited. Remember, there is no wrong answer. There's only your truth. When I was 18 years old, I went off to college. I had no idea what I was passionate about. I really had no idea if someone asked me, what do you want to do or be? I would always make something up or just say a professional football player, but I didn't know. That's what is great about going to college and getting an education. It gives you time and a chance to explore things you might not even know you're passionate about. That's what happened to me. My first semester freshman year, I needed a class that met on Tuesdays and Thursdays and got out before 3:30 because I was on the football team and had to make it to practice on time. Looking through the available class catalog, I saw a class that met the days and times I needed to fill. Theater Arts 21, Voice for Actors, Shakespeare, taught by Professor Barbara Tannenbaum. Did I have any idea that walking into that class would change the direction of my life? Absolutely not. There's no reason I should have had any idea because it was very rare that we are aware that divinity is blessing us the exact moment it's happening. I didn't realize it at that time, but God and the universe conspired to change my life right at that moment, introducing me to a new path, a new journey. In that class, I found that I had a passion for the art of acting. I found that the more I did it, the more I wanted to do it. I found that it was something I wanted to do simply because I loved doing it. Not to be able to buy nice things with money I might possibly someday make doing it. I wanted to do it because I loved doing it at that moment, right then, right there. I found something I was motivated about. I found my purpose. In the beginning, people were far from encouraging about me following my passion. Instead, they projected their own fears onto me, often saying things like, be prepared to stay broke, or it's hard to make a living acting, or that's just a hobby, get a real job. What they didn't realize is that I wasn't motivated by money because I had found my purpose, the thing I was born to do. Guess what happened? The more I pursued my passion, the more opportunities to make money followed. It happened to me and it will happen to you too. Acting makes my heart beat faster. When I play characters that make people laugh, cry, think, or just escape, I am happy and excited. That is my passion. But passion doesn't have to be reflected solely in what you do for a living. You can take passion and interest in many things. I am also passionate about art. Yes, I am probably the worst painter known to man, so I collect paintings, photographs, and sculptures that move me. I'm also passionate about traveling. I've been to Japan, 2 countries in Africa, South America, Mexico, 9 countries in Europe. Those are just a few of my passions. What about yours? Write what you are passionate about on a piece of paper. All my life, I've been passionate about sports. When I didn't have a dime, I could watch a game on the television, pop some popcorn, make a hot dog, and be blissed out. Passion is about this inner excitement for something bubbling to the surface. You don't have to be rich to be passionate about something. You just have to be undeniably excited. I guess what I'm trying to say is you like having fun, right? Well, so do I. It is as much fun and rewarding to allow yourself to live passionately and with unbridled enthusiasm than to walk through life without passion, trying to get by. People who live their lives with passion never get by. Instead, they thrive, often living beyond their dreams. Why do you think ball players yell and scream when they win a championship? Tiger Woods pumps his fist. Lance Armstrong raises his arms in his yellow jersey. Terrell Owens does a dance in the end zone. And LeBron James slaps the backboard and hollers after a nasty dunk. Even Donald Trump gets excited when he's closing a big deal. Passion is fun. When I talk about passion, I think of L.A. Reid, CEO of Artista Records, one of the most powerful men in the music industry. L.A. Reid admits to being an overachiever. I read where he said, I want to do more, more, and more, better, better, and better. I'm passionate about working with so many creative people, whether it is my artists or producers or executives. I really enjoy having huge challenges and figuring out ways to accomplish it all without ever sacrificing the quality of what we do. I like getting excited about what I do every day. It's fun to be excited to say, let's do this. Let's do this life thing. Let's do this happiness thing. It's cool, fine, and fun not to be, I'm sorry. It's cool, fine, and fun to be crazy passionate. You know, Beyonce and Jay-Z have that song, Crazy in Love. There's nothing wrong with being crazy in love with your life. Remember, you are not doing this alone. I am proud to be your older brother dedicated to helping you. Young brother, find your passion. Oh, I forgot to tell you, before I came down here to Mexico, I bumped into my man Jay-Z. I know you like him, so I included a picture of us in the letter. Hope you like it. I'll be home for a few days. Then I'm headed to Aspen, Colorado to visit my mom. I want to get your letter before I break out. Grace, peace, and blessings, my brother. One love. So here's another letter that somebody sent him. Hill, you said it's important to ask myself questions to learn more about myself and what I am passionate about. I don't understand. What are some questions I can ask myself? Here's his response. Here are some of the questions that I've learned to ask myself. Take out a pen and write down your answers. What makes you happy? What are you really truly afraid of? Seriously, what makes you scared? What are your hopes? What gives you inspiration? What makes you stop doing things? What is it about a girl that makes you like her? Be honest with yourself. If you like video games, why do you like playing them? What is it about them that you like? If you like hip hop and rap, what is it about them that you like? Deep down, why do you really look up? Who do you really look up to? Don't give me that answer that you think is the correct, but for real, who do you really look up to? What is it about that person that makes you look up to them? Are there elements in you that you see similar to the person you look up to? Does the life of the person you look up to look like the life you want to have? Remember, there are no right or wrong answers. What you've written is just information for you and how you see yourself. The life that you're living now and your answers give hints about where you're headed in the future. Life is an evolving journey, just like the weather. Every day is a little bit different than the next. That means that every day your answers to many of the above questions may change, and that's cool too. Priorities change, desires change, goals change, dreams change, and the way we go about achieving what makes us happy changes. And that's the way it should be. But the answer to these questions give you an idea of what I call a template as to where you are right now and where you're headed to. I'm sorry, and where your head is at right now. It's just information, man. But like I said, what we do with the information is the most important piece of the puzzle. All right, so that's the end of letter 12. That was a very good letter that he wrote. Just making sure that you know what it is that you want to do, how to get there, and asking those very important questions so you know exactly what it takes to get there. He talked about being passionate about your life. And so many of us are alive, but we're dead. We've allowed life to beat us up, and we've allowed life to punk us into doing what everybody else does. And I gave this example, I think maybe session 1 or 2. Life is like the Colorado River. And we know how strong the Colorado River is. We know, the riptides. We know the rapids. We know just how powerful and forceful it is. And once you get caught in it, especially downstream, it's virtually impossible to get you to stop until you get to the end of the river. However, if you, let's just say you're struggling or something, like maybe your life vest isn't on correctly, or your boat been flipped or whatever, you got to fight like hell to get to the shoreline. So that way you can do what it is that you need to do to reset yourself. Life is the same way. You got to fight. Like if you get caught up in life, because it's like we get told, okay, this is how life is supposed to be. And then we jump into it, and then we're like getting poured down this, the tides of life. And we're like, oh snap, this is not what I wanted. Like, this isn't the canoe that I wanted. This isn't the raft that I wanted. I need a better life jacket. I need to put on a helmet. These oars, no, these aren't strong enough oars. Like, we realize we haven't gotten all the tools that we needed. And so we try to fight the shore, but you got to fight like hell to get to shore. So that way you could go and reset. Like, okay, maybe I need to go get some better equipment. Like you got to get down to the bottom of the river. That's life. Like, you got to get to the end of it. but you need to fight like hell to get to the shore, to get the tools you need in order to then get back in the water and have a better chance. Like, it's still going to be tough. Like, you still going to have to avoid rocks. You still going to have to avoid flipping, and you might flip, but you still need to be able to make sure you got the proper equipment that if I do flip, I can still get back in my raft or my canoe and still head back down the river with minimum damage. Like, that's how you got to be in life. Like, you got to make sure that you're prepared. So with that comes passion. Like, you got to have that passion to fight through life, to fight the way you need to get to. And most people think, oh, my job is my passion. Like, sometimes your job may not be your passion. Sometimes it's not. But your passion could be something that motivates you to get through your job every day. So you might have, I don't know, your job might be a trash man. You might be a trash man and you're being a trash man, but your real passion is music. And every day after work, you get to go and you get to work with, the middle schoolers in the after school music program. And you getting through your job to pay your bills, to make sure that you can have the time to go work with those middle schoolers, that may be your motivation to get through your job every day. Now, eventually, maybe you find something, but a lot of times people quit what it is that they have, that you go and chase their passion, as opposed to using their passion to motivate them to get through where they're at until they can get to that position. So, that's that's what I took from the book. Anybody got anything else that they want to add or talk about real quick that they took from the reading?
I mean, I was gonna say it kind of touched on what we was talking about yesterday, as far as you liking something and then asking why you like it. But what we
Mm-hmm.
talked about yesterday. But yeah,
Sure. Yeah, that's and when we did our goal settings for the 5 W's of goal settings, the second one of those 5 W's is the why. In anything, like, we're here for goal setting, but in anything, you got to know your why and why you're doing it. And that's, I know it may sound cliche, but it's true. Because if you don't know why you're doing something, then when it starts getting tough or difficult, you're more than likely going to quit if your reasoning for doing it isn't strong enough. If anybody have anything else they want to add? All right, so we're going to go ahead and move to the next section, talking about the fast. This is what's this, day 19? Yeah, this is day 19, gentlemen, of the fast. Day 19. Man, yeah, we almost there. 2 more days, gentlemen. 2 more days. For those of us that are fasting from food, this ain't something that I've been thinking about, but I already got my I already got my meal after I break my fast, after I do my prayer and everything that we talked about, do my petition, send that out to the Most High. Once I do all of that, it's this barbecue spot up the street from the house, and they have smoked wings. And I'm not talking about like fake smoked wings. No, they have authentic smoked wings. I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna go to either probably Cracker Barrel and get me some pancakes. And I don't know why, but I've been feeding pancakes and them smoked wings for a very long time. So that's gonna be like my treat for making it through the fast. As far as non-food, my wife and I's anniversary, we actually celebrate our anniversary 3 times. So our anniversary is coming up. So I'm definitely gonna really celebrate, use that as a celebration as well. Go somewhere that we wanted to go. We're still planning it, but I'm gonna use it as a celebration as well. But yeah, we celebrate 3 anniversaries. We signed our ketubah, which is our marriage contract. We signed that on the 2nd of February. And then we went and got our marriage license from the court on the 8th of February. And then we did our wedding ceremony on March 1st. So we celebrate all 3 of those days. We kind of used the whole month of February like as our wedding anniversary month. So people always ask us, when is your anniversary date? And we always say it's February because we used the whole month. Because basically our marriage took a whole month. And it's interesting because in a lot of older cultures, like a marriage, it wasn't just one day. Like they would have a marriage dinner celebration for like like in like let's say the Levant region, ancient Near East, not Near East, ancient Northeast Africa, Middle East. They would have a wedding feast for 7 days. So it was like everybody's just literally just eating and partying for 7 days straight. So that's kind of something that my wife and I want to implement over the course of these years. For anybody else, do they have anything they're going to end their fast with, something that they've been looking forward to outside of their prayer?
You definitely made me hungry talking about all the food. Quick question. So, is it the pancakes at the same time as the wings?
Yes, the
Are those like
pancakes
two
are at
separate
the
meals?
same time as the wings. Yes, they
So,
are.
you gonna like wrap a wing like with a pancake and just go at
No,
it,
it's
or
it's just like it's just like chicken and waffles. Like it's no different than chicken and waffles. Like same concept. Same concept as chicken and waffles. So it's just pancakes and smoked wings. So like we're gonna eat a little bit, that sweet and that savory together. You know. And I haven't had any real pancakes in a while, and I ain't had them smoked wings. I usually try to get them like, once every 2 or 3 weeks because they're really good. Because I haven't had like real smoked wings. Like I've had smoked wings, but before like anybody else I've had them, they're kind of dry. They be dried out, stuff like that. Like this place, or if they do have them and they're not dried out, it's like where they smoke them somewhere. It's kind of like when you go to Smoky Bones, they smoke them somewhere else and then they deep fry them on spot. So it's like not the same thing. Like, no, they pull these out the smoker. They juicy, they falling off the bone. They sauce is delicious. Like, yes, I love these wings. I'm definitely gonna get me some big boy 20 plate. Probably eat it all at once. So yeah, that's that. All right, so what I want to get into today, gentlemen, real quick, and I'm not going to be deep with this. I don't like have slides and stuff for this. I just want to show y'all a couple of things. Investing. So I don't know if any of you all have been paying attention to the market lately or to the market today in the last week or so. Actually, the last month. It's actually been the last month. But the market has been going down, has been going into a minor pullback, almost into a correction. The last say 6 weeks or so, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. As investors, you want the market to go down. I have a quote here by Albert Einstein. He said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." I wanted to bring this up because many of us have a like our intentions are to be good financially. Like a lot of us have said, we want to, in 365 days, we want to be financially stable. We want to do X, Y, Z. We want to pay our bills. So we want to do something related to financing. We want to have wealth. We want to build wealth. Gentlemen, one of the easiest ways to build wealth is in the stock market. Is honestly by far one of the easiest ways to build wealth. Typically, people who are wealthy, wealthy people have their own business. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't work for other people, but they at least have their own business. They invest in real estate and they invest in the stock market. It's a very simple formula. And a lot of us, we don't know it or we think the formula is a scam. It's not. You just have to understand it. And it's a formula that I'm getting into little by little. And I knew the formula for many years. I just wasn't disciplined enough to execute the formula properly. But that's where I'm doing now, like getting that discipline so that I can do it. But I want to look at a few things. So first off, the market was down today. The market was down yesterday. The S&P was down maybe like, let me pull it up real quick. All right, y'all know you on the call. You might know. I don't know. You might know. All right, so the S&P was down. It was down almost 2% today. That's not bad. But if we look over here, FinViz, this is the site that you all can use. I'm going to show you all a few tools. Those of y'all who aren't familiar with the tools and how to look at stuff, stocks, how to look at investments, stuff like that, I'm going to show you a few tools to use. You don't have to be difficult, gentlemen. It does not have to be difficult. It's not, it's not something that is difficult. You can keep it simple as you learn. But I want to show you all over here. So these are the major sectors. So technology, communications, consumer cynical, commercial defense, real estate, financials. You can see it's a lot of red. As an investor, this is what you want to see. You want to see this. Like, yes, green days are good because that's when the money goes up, but these are the days in which you get in. These are the days that you get in. These are the days that you make your position so that way you can make money. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, it's very, like, you can start off, like, majority of us have Cash App on our phone. And if you go to your Cash App, if you go to your Cash App, let me see the post here. It's going to come back. If you go to your Cash App, those of y'all got Cash App, for some reason, it's not letting me share the screen to show you all. But or come off the screen to show you on the camera. But if you go to your Cash App, at the bottom of your Cash App, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 displays. One is the home, one is your Cash App card, the other one is how you send money, the little money sign. Then you're gonna have a squiggly line, an up and down line. That's where your stocks are at. And then you're gonna have a B for Bitcoin. If you go to where the squiggly line is at, you literally can go here and you can buy stocks. Now, here's the great thing about how Cash App sets it up. You don't even have to buy a full share of a company. You can buy fractional shares. So if we come here, let's just say Netflix. Netflix dropped $110 today, 20%. Beautiful, beautiful. That means it's a great place to get in. It's going to fall a little bit more. Great place to get in. So Netflix today closed at $397 per share. Now, let's just say you don't have $397. Let's just say you got $100. You can still go buy $100 worth of Netflix. Now, I want to show you all another tool real quick. Let's see. That's there. All right, give me 1 second here. It's over here. So here's another tool that you can go to and use. It's called tipranks.com. Tipranks.com is a tool that you can go, and it has all of the professional analysts on it and all of their forecasts and price target and projection for companies. Now, these aren't, this ain't, I'm not, Virgil Johnson isn't on here. So this ain't Virgil Johnson on here. Like, these are professional traders who get paid to do this, and their analysts and their picks and what they do. So if we go, let's just say, we're going to go to Netflix because that's what we was looking at. And this is just an example. So Netflix failed. So analyst price target for Netflix is $528. So that's a 33% increase on where they feel like it should be at. So if you went and you bought, and that's the average. So if we look over here on the right side of the screen, you have the low. So the lowest is 342, where they projected to get to. The highest is 800. And then the average is 528. So they just go with the average. So let's just say you went and bought fractional shares, and you bought $100 worth of fractional shares, and you just let it sit. In a few months, however long it takes, few weeks, few months, it doesn't matter. You're getting free money. Like, you didn't work, you worked for the $100, but you didn't work for that 33%. You just put it in a place where it can earn. That's compound, that's interest. And if you take that money and you take it, and then you can go put it in somewhere else and do the same thing. Or if I make 33% off of $100, let's just say I got $1,000. If I make 33% off of $1,000, that's $330 that I just earned. where I didn't have to do anything but just let my money sit. You're gonna BS $1,000 off anyways. You might as well take the $1,000 and go use it to invest and let your money make money. Remember I said that earlier. Get money and buy income. So you start doing that little by little, then now you're getting that extra money. Then now you can take it out. So when that stock run up on Cash App, you could then sell your fractional shares, take whatever it is. So if I got $1,000 and it gets up to $1,330, I can sell that, get that $1,330 and then go use it for whatever I want to, whether it be more investing, whether I take that and go pay off, some other things, or go start some businesses or get some other type of investments going. Those are things that you can do, gentlemen. Those are things. And I'm going to show you, they pump a lot of fear into, oh, you lose money in the stock market. And they pump a lot of fear into it. I'm going to show you all something. This is another tool that you can use. It's called Stockcharts.com. I'm going to show you all something. Let's try this. Let's try Tesla. TSLA. Tesla. TSLA. All right. So I want to show y'all something. So if y'all look right here, you see the 20, that's the year 2020. So between March and April 2020, we all know what happened between March and April, COVID. So March, April 2020, Tesla shares were around, I'll say it was under $100. Tesla shares were, I'll say it was $70. Let's say somewhere around $70, give or take. $70. Let me show y'all something. This is the power of just buying and holding, gentlemen. Just buy and hold. You ain't have to do nothing. You worked hard for the money. You buy and hold. Let me show y'all something. Tesla here at its peak, which was between November, December of last year, it peaked up to almost $1,300. I want y'all to look at that percentage in the middle of the screen. That says Tesla jumped 1,776%. Now, if you had bought it at the bottom of COVID and held it until Christmas, you would have times your money almost 1,800%. So just think about that. So 100% is you doubling your money. 1,000% is you 10xing your money. So you would have almost 20xed your money. So let's just say you would have had that same $1,000, you would have bought $1,000 worth of Tesla. That means from 2020, so a year and a half, you didn't do anything, you would have made almost, what's that? Let's do the math on that. I don't want to give us the wrong numbers. Let me pull that up. I just want to make sure I got the right numbers. $1,000 times 1,776%. That would have been $17,760. You didn't do anything. You just put $1,000 in and let it sit. That's what that is. I just want to show y'all a couple of like this is what they call a scam. This is what you hear. Oh, you're gonna lose your money. Not if you just buy and hold. If you buy and hold, you see, I want y'all to see these. Y'all see these red candles? When you see these red candles come down, and you see a lot of them in a line, and then you go up, and then you go buy, and then you let it go up, you make money. Now, this is where a lot of people who aren't real investors in the stock market, what they do is, like, they heard Tesla was great, and they're like, oh, Tesla's at 1,300, and they go and buy up here. That's how people lose money in the stock market. When there's days that are red, like this last week has been, this last month has been, like that's over here. When they see this, they're afraid. Oh, I'm going to lose my money. So they get away from it. They buy up here and then sell down here, and they say the stock market is a scam. No, all you got to do is just buy and hold. Buy and hold.
It's not sharing your screen right now.
You said it's not sharing my screen? Oh, man. They don't want us to be great, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get it to come back up. Is it sharing it now?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So did y'all didn't see anything that I showed y'all when it came to Tesla?
I'm driving right now, so
Oh, okay. My bad. Nah, I say now participants can see the screen. All right. My bad. All right. So my bad. I didn't know y'all couldn't see the screen. Let me go back and show y'all that annotation real quick. So down here, bottom of COVID, take it all the way up to the top. They peaked that a couple of months, not even a couple of months ago, like a month and a half ago, 1,776%. Like that's just you buying and holding. Same thing with Apple. Like at the bottom of COVID, we get all the way up. We could just keep doing this with stock after stock after stock. And we'll see. Apple. We all love Apple. Apple, 250%. Since the bottom of COVID. Now we could do this with stock after stock after stock. The whole stock market did this. So this is the SPY. I just want to show you, this is the S&P 500. When this is the stock market, the top 500 companies in the stock market, in the stock exchange. Here they go right here. So we come here, we do the same thing. It started down here. It was below. This is the fastest that the stock market has ever doubled in the history of the stock market, gentlemen. These last, when COVID hit, what was that, almost what, 20 months ago, 18 months ago? This is the fastest that it has ever doubled in the history of the stock market. Now, of course, you're going to have pullbacks. But here's the thing. This is what I want y'all to understand. If you just buy and hold, and I'm getting into it now, to buy and hold, that was me lacking patience before. And I told y'all a few days ago, I had Ford shares when Ford shares was $5.77. Ford shares got up to almost $30 today. Not today, I'm sorry, earlier this week. This is the whole S&P 500. It grew over 100%, 128%. I had Ford shares at $5.77. It wasn't moving fast enough for me. Oh, it's not growing. Oh, it's not moving. I'm trying to make a whole bunch of money. I wasn't patient. So I sold my Ford shares when they got to like, I think $9 or $10, something like that. Ford shares got up to $27. So that's a $22 profit per share that I would have made had I just held the share, just held the shares. I'm pretty sure I lost the money. I'm pretty sure I didn't do nothing productive with the money. It's not like I took the money out and went and bought like investment properties or anything like that. No, took the money and BS'd off with it. So just buy and hold, gentlemen. And I just wanted to show y'all this so y'all, like, if y'all can see right there, there's a big drop. It dropped down to this moving average, which is the 50-day moving average. As you can see, it gets around this area and then it goes back up. It kind of gets where it want to bounce off that area and then it goes back up. So as you can see, it's going to probably go back up after this. This is where you want to get in at. So if you don't know, hey, what should I do? What should I invest in? The simplest formula, and I got this from a guy named Ian Dunlap. You can go and research him. When people think I'm stealing his stuff, I got this from him, and it works. 2 tech stocks, 2 index funds. That's it. If to start off with, right now tech is getting beat up, but tech is here to stay. Everything is moving to technology. Everything is. So you want to invest where the money is at. Tech is pulling back because people made crazy gains on tech, so now they're just taking their profits. So it's going to go back up. Technology isn't going anywhere. Apple is about to release their glasses. Apple is about to release a smart car. Apple is getting into the healthcare field. Technology is not going anywhere. So you might as well go in and get your piece of it. Microsoft just acquired Activision. Technology isn't going anywhere. So even if you don't, what companies? Microsoft, And Microsoft is the largest company in the world by market cap. First $3 trillion company. You can invest in Microsoft, Apple, and then you can invest in the SPY, which I just gave you, and then VTI, which is another index. But you can Google what are indexes. Google indexes, and then VTI is Vanguard's total stock market ETF. And as you can see, it goes up. Y'all can see the stock market goes up. It's rigged to go up. So why not get in and get free money? You work for the money, get money, buy income, invest it, and then let that money make money for you. And then just run the play like that, just over and over and over again. And just be patient. Don't jump out. Buy stock, hold it for a long term. Like, you want to buy a stock, buy it and you hold it for 5 or 10 years. If you hold it for 5 or 10 years and then you just keep adding to it over just every week, every month, whatever. Some people buy stock every day. Just add to it consistently. That compound interest that Albert Einstein was talking about, you'll greatly benefit from it. So very simple company. I'll even go outside of a tech company. Samuel Adams, the beer company. Samuel Adams, fell off from their high. I mean, it fell off a little bit from their high, but up to COVID, they had a 382% rise. Even right now, where they're at right now, it fell right here. Boom, close right there. It's still 50%. You still with a 50% of your money. So if you invested $100, you would have made $50. Like if you didn't sell your shares up here, or if you didn't sell it, you were going up. If you just bought it down here at COVID and then you are continuing to hold it right now, you will still be up 50% right now. And then it's coming down. It's going to come down a little bit, but guess what? It's going to come down and then it's going to go back up. Everything comes down and goes up. Everything corrects. It's a correction. Stock market, when they say a stock market crash, a crash is just a severe correction. It's nothing to be afraid of. So I just wanted to show you all, you fellas, this. So a couple of the tools that you could go look at. If you want to just look at companies, if you want to just look at companies and what their price points are. Tip ranks, and then you can literally just start typing in companies if you want to know how much the analysts say they're worth and where they're at. Alibaba, right now, you got 56% to its upside. So let's try it. Amazon. Everybody shop on Amazon. Amazon's target price is $4,100. Right now it's at $2,800. So even if you don't have $4,100 to buy a share of Amazon, I'm sorry, $2,800 to buy a share of Amazon. Even if you have $500 to buy a share of Amazon, if Amazon goes up to $4,100, you will make 45% off that money. Like wherever you're at, that's what you're gonna make. They even got Bitcoin on here. Right now, Bitcoin dropped. All the cryptos dropped. I sent everybody a link to get free $25 and get on crypto.com. Everyone who's been involved with infrastructure, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Buy the dip. Tell them buy the dippity dip.
Buy the dip. Buy the dip. But I sent everybody the link. So if you ain't on crypto.com, you're going to get a free $25. You sign up, make a deposit. You're going to get a free $25. I'm going to get a free $25. And right now, Bitcoin is at 36,000. It was what was it? What was Bitcoin's high? What was it? What was it? Close to 75,000. So basically a little over double. So right now it dropped, 50% from its high. That's wonderful. We know Bitcoin is here to stay. We know crypto is here to stay. So all the coins are falling. You get in, you start getting some of these cheap coins. Man, And what's that coin? Hold on real quick. Let me pull this up. I want to pull this up. Hold on. What's this coin? That, no, not that. Called lossless coin. Right now it's $73. 73, not $73, my bad. 73 cents. Right now, 73 cents. It's a coin that's projected to get up to be worth $100. So just imagine if you bought $1,000 worth of this coin at 78, even if you bought it for $1, and then it got up to $100. What have you just done? If you bought $1,000, I just want to do the math because I don't want to sound stupid. You got $1,000 and you make $100 off of each dollar, basically. And I could be wrong. My math could be off, but that's $100,000. So if you bought it at $1 and it went up to $100 and you got $1,000 worth of it, that's $100. So you've basically made $100,000. Maybe 90,000, something, whatever. 90,000, $100,000. You done made, that's a good little piece of change. Even if it take you 2 years to get up to $100, that's free money. All you did was just buy and hold. So that's why it's very important to get into these spaces. Do your research. I showed you all a couple of tools that you can use to start at. FinViz, look up prices. Look what stuff is at. On FinViz, I can go and look at a company's their stats and everything like that. And then you just, YouTube is video Google. That's what YouTube is, video Google. So you can literally go and look up, all this information on how to read and understand these things. So if I go here to Netflix and I click here, it's going to show me the chart and it's going to show me all of their information. So the market cap, their income, their sales, their book sheets, if they have dividends or not, their PE, their PS, PB, they're going to show all of this. Their earnings per share this year, earnings per share projected for the next 5 years, return on interest, return on investment, return on equity, return on assets. All of these is RSI, is low, how far off its 52-week low it is, how far off its 52-week high it is. All of this information is going to show you. Is it optionable? Can you trade options on it? All of that. And then once you go through and you learn what all of these means, ATR, average true range, which is how much it fluctuates each day. So it could go, so an average is going up or down $24 a day. So that means you potentially could make $24 a day holding one share of this, one share of Netflix. So like this, all the analyst ratings, it's upgrades, downgrades, all the news, all of that's there, gentlemen. This is just one tool. It's just one tool, gentlemen. I showed you all a few tools. Tip ranks, FinViz. You could just Google stocks, go to the companies investors on the actual website, go to the company's site and go to their website and then go to investors page and it'll bring you up all their books and all of their numbers. All of that is right there, gentlemen. So I just wanted to share that with you all because it's very important that if we want to build wealth, a lot of us say we want to build wealth, we want to change our financial situation, but we're doing it with the information that we got that was inaccurate. The individuals who are actually building wealth, they have a formula and we're not following it. We're trying to do it some other way. When the way to build wealth is right there. And here's the thing, because I know y'all hear a lot about, oh, stock market crash, this and that. The stock market been around since the 1500s. The stock market as we know it today. And here's the thing, the stock market been around since the 1500s, and that was over in Asia. Is that Asia? Yeah, Asia, Middle East Asia. And they were trading bonds and stuff like that and debts and all of that. The stock market as we kind of know it today came about in the 1972, but the stock market, like the American stock market, been around since the 1700s. It's evolved and it's all over the world. So guess what? The American stock market crashed. Still stock markets you can invest in other countries. If the American stock market ceases to exist, there's still stock markets in every other country that you can invest in. You do the same thing. It's not going anywhere. So get you a piece of it so that way you can be successful in it and make your money make you money. You don't want to be a slave to your money. You want your money to be a slave to you. Every dollar that you have is a worker. Every dollar that you have, you send out to go bring you back other dollars. This is one of the easiest ways for you to do that. Just put your money in the stock market because you know it's going to go up. Like these companies don't want to lose money, so you know it's going to go up. There's not too many things that you can put your money in and know if I keep it in there long enough, it's gonna go up. I'm not gonna lose it. No company is gonna go to zero. Here's the thing: even if a company goes bad, goes bankrupt, companies get delisted. Guess what? That company just goes to another stock exchange. That's all it does. It goes to a lower stock exchange, and you can still trade in that company on the lower stock exchange. Company go bankrupt, just goes to a lower stock exchange, or they redo their shares, stuff like that. Like they go under another name, stuff like that. Like, so you just buy and hold, invest in quality companies and buy and hold, and you're gonna make money. You don't got to do a whole bunch of extra stuff if you don't want to. So I just wanted to put that out there for y'all. Does anybody have any questions, anything they want to add, anything they want to talk about, anything like that before we get out of here?
Any crypto, NFTs, metaverse, you need that knowledge? I have that as well. Hit me up. Let me know. I got you.
All right, yeah. Already out to help. A couple of people in here already. When it comes to cryptos, NFTs, metaverse, all of that. He is the resident. He's of the younger generation. So he's the one with that knowledge. So if you're confused about what the metaverse is, if you're confused about what NFTs are, if you're confused about crypto, all of that, hit up REI. He will definitely be able to help you with that information. Anybody got anything else? All right, everybody. Well, I appreciate you all being on here. Oh, you got something, Alex?
Oh, no. I was just gonna say appreciate the information as far as just the outlook on it. Because I mean, like I said, everything I heard before is just like, nah, that's kind of like gambling and taboo at that point. I mean,
it's
I
not
appreciate the wisdom on that side.
It's gambling if you turn it into gambling. Like, and Ari, I tell you, look, Ari, we used to sit over, man. We used to, how many days we sat right here, bro, and we was doing some gambling stuff, but a lot of times we weren't investing smartly. But when we just bought and held and just held long term.
It wasn't in a rush. It was always a good day.
Yep,
if it was a rush, it would be a bad day. Yep. But it got to be a long term. Short term is just a plus.
Yep. You got to be long term. So that's why I don't want anybody. It's not a scam. It's not any of those things. It's a scam because you don't know it. When you learn it and you just get into it little by little, like I said, you can start off on your phone, like Cash App. You can start off, and then you can go once you get kind of the reins of that. Like that's like learning how to crawl. And once you get the reins of that, then you could go to like a Robinhood. Then once you get the reins of that, then you could go to like an E-Trade or a Schwab or a TD Ameritrade or something like that. Like it's levels to it. Then you can learn about other types of investment. Then you can learn about other types of annuities. Then you can learn about opening up investment accounts for your children, 401k, all of that. But if you just start with buying and holding stocks on Cash App, you're already starting. You're putting that in the universe that, hey, this is something that I want bought to me, and then you'll start getting more and more of it, what it is that you're looking for. So yeah, it's definitely not a scam. Definitely not. But yeah, so I appreciate you all, and I definitely will be seeing you all tomorrow night We got 2 more nights of this, gentlemen. 2 more nights. So tomorrow night and Sunday night, and then we're gonna get this thing rolling. Get our intentions rolling. So all right, y'all have a beautiful night. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
All right.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Take it easy.
Sure.